New tonight at 9, the U.S. Department of Justice securing indictments against 3 women they accuse of following and harassing an ICE agent.
Well, it's a case we first told you about earlier in the week. And now, KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is the charging documents. And one of the women the feds are still looking for, Mike?
That's right, Pat and Rudabeh. You know, we heard about this earlier in the week right here on KCAL when our Jeff Nguyen interviewed the acting U.S. attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Essayli. He had talked to us about agents being doxxed and followed home. And now we are seeing the charging case, the indictment in one of those cases that Mr. Essayli was referring to. Now, in this case, according to the indictment, 3 women followed an ICE agent from a courthouse in downtown L.A. to his home in Baldwin Park. The indictment accuses them of live streaming the whole event, providing the agent's address throughout the time they were following him, and then shouting at him and his neighbors once he got home to that home in Baldwin Park. Now, one of the women they are still looking for. I want to show you the photo here. This released to us by the U.S. Attorney's Office. It is a DMV photo of Cynthia Raygoza. She is a 37-year-old of Riverside. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Raygoza was the one who had the car that drove the 3 to the home there in Baldwin Park. They have not been able to locate her and are currently looking for her. Now, this is one of 2 cases that have been come to our desk this week regarding doxing and following of federal agents. Now, this case in particular seems to be immigration related. The second case, which was the doxing case, happened before all of the immigration raids started. But either way, acting U.S. Attorney Bill Essayli says it's unacceptable.
This is about intimidation and harassment because they can't get their way. They try to sue us, that lost in the courts. They can't get Congress to change the laws. We're not going to stop enforcing immigration laws. And so what they're resorting to is extremism and intimidation to try to get the agents to not do their jobs. And that's not going to happen either.
One of the women involved in this case is from Colorado. She is already in federal custody after being accused of assaulting a federal agent. Now, this is a secondary charge to the one that she is already facing. And again, law enforcement still looking for that 3rd suspect in this case. We'll have more as soon as they give it to us, guys.